We are conditioned to believe that changing our lives requires a massive leap, a grand strategy or explosive burst of motivation that instantly rewrites reality. But when real chaos hits, that motivation vanishes. Complex frameworks fall apart under pressure, leaving you with nothing but the mess in front of you. Admiral William McRaven spent his life navigating environments where plans fail instantly. He commanded the most elite, high-stakes military operations on the planet. His blueprint for surviving those moments isn't a complex tactical shift. It's the simple, almost invisible act of making your bed every morning. This suggests that order doesn't return to a chaotic world through a grand gesture, but through the smallest possible unit of daily discipline. The process begins at dawn. Pulling the sheets tight and squaring the pillow becomes the absolute first task you complete. This action signals to your brain that you are in control, triggering momentum where one win makes the next task attainable. This creates a psychological baseline. You aren't just tidying a room, you're locking in focus before the first crisis hits. In Navy SEAL training, this isn't a suggestion. A single wrinkle in a blanket results in immediate, grueling physical punishment for the entire barracks. The logic of the training is simple. A massive operation is just a long chain of tiny details. If the chain breaks at the very first link, the mission is compromised before it even starts. But even a perfect morning doesn't protect you from the world outside. Eventually, you have to leave the controlled environment of your room. SEAL training includes impossible drills. Instructors often punish a candidate who did everything right, forcing them to crawl through the freezing surf for no reason. The lesson is that life is often unfair. Your best efforts will frequently be met with random failure and external chaos that you cannot influence. In those moments, energy spent complaining is energy wasted. The only effective response to a setback is immediate, disciplined forward motion. True discipline isn't the ability to stop the chaos. It's the capacity to absorb the hit and keep your internal systems running anyway. As stakes rise, the environment shifts from unpredictable to actively hostile. You reach the point where individual effort is no longer enough to survive. High-stakes success relies entirely on a team. You have to find people you can trust to hold the line when you are at your weakest. During training, SEALs must plunge into dark, freezing water in areas known for active shark populations. It is the ultimate test of psychological composure. These predators are a physical parallel to the bullies you'll face in everyday life, forces that rely on your fear to keep you stagnant. Courage isn't a sudden surge of bravery that makes fear disappear. It is the steady execution of small, disciplined actions while you are terrified. This leads to the ultimate point of friction, the moment of total exhaustion, where your mind begs you to quit. The separator in these moments isn't raw strength. The people who survive are simply the ones who refuse to stop moving. When extreme adversity breaks complex strategies, your mind falls back on its foundation, the micro-discipline established at the start of your day. Even as chaos threatens to crush you, this simple habit provides a stable point. Survival isn't a heroic leap. It is the compounding result of tiny, unglamorous daily actions that refuse to break under pressure. Eventually, you return from the chaos to the place where your day began. After a day where everything went wrong and you felt powerless, you walk back into your room to find your bed perfectly made. It is visual proof that you retained your agency. No matter how much the world pushed back, you did one thing right. You don't need a complex strategy to find your footing again. You don't need a massive surge of external motivation. If you want the capacity to change your world, start tomorrow morning. Make your bed.